And currently Sing should still be going right here. It's doing the double top right here, and it's reminiscent of this. But we're here to build a watch list. So again, I have a watch list right here. It's on Webull. Maybe your platform has something like this where you add a widget, basically some other program that'll help you. I search for top gainers, and here it is. This is why I use Webull. If you don't have Webull, you can get a free Webull account just to get this watch list. So for pre-market, when the market opens, it will usually have the after hours. So if you get up real early, you don't see anything on this, I would go to after hours real quick and look for a couple if you're getting up super early. Then when you feel comfortable in the pre-market, you'll go here. You still got to go through the list. We're going to go through the list in a minute. And then maybe 5-10 minutes after the day opens at about your time for New York of the open market, you go to 1 day. And then you'll see a different list. Like JBDL is not on the pre-market and after hours gainers right here because it's broken down and it's not on the top gainers right here. And then again, after hours. Some people look at 52 weeks. Those are already at the high. And maybe that's why it keeps going. SLNL, I remember we used to trade that at a very small price, and now it's up in the $47. I hope someone held that one. But again, just going through pre-market. Now, let's just say you don't have Webull and you don't want to get Webull, and we're going to try this one more time. I'm going to go right here. So I'm going to go Webull gainers, like I don't know anything. And Steven just said something, so I'm going to blindly listen. So I'm going to go over here and just click top gainers. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and post in the room that track here if you don't have it. Now, the reason you put it on there is just so you know that there are gainers everywhere to be found, and you shouldn't be looking at anybody else's watch list. So right here, if you go look at this right here, it'll be the exact same one. Now, I heard this takes 5 minutes to refresh, so I'm going over that. And then, but you'll see the exact same one. So you don't see Lucy. Well, if we go to pre-market, you're gonna see Lucy. So right here is Lucy, 551, 551. And it's gonna keep adjusting about every 5 minutes because you're not in the active platform. So it's not gonna sit there and do it for you. So right here is where you get your watch list. You can get your top losers. I think Matt Fedek, his tactic is to maybe look at two big gainers from the day before that had fallen off and for a little bounce in the morning. So obviously these two or three must have had really horrible earnings because they broke down yesterday. Big Lots, Dollar General, maybe people aren't shopping as much. School's already over with, so those aren't doing as well. And then you go to the 1 day, and you're going to see right here, these are other stocks that have gone down. So maybe today is a rebound day. So that's where you build a watch list as well. Or you can just stay on the top gainers. If you're looking at most active, you're probably going to find the top 7 here. You might see Lucy's on the board already. The reason Lucy's on the board is because it's trading a lot more than its normal float. So right here, its normal turnover is 10%. They have a lot of information, WTO. We could go check on that one. And it's not going to be over here because I'm not looking at most active. I'm just looking at top gainers, top losers. You need options. It's right here. Top futures, U.S. Treasury. So that's going to show you what those bills are doing. And then some other top industries like sections. So if you're trying to find a sector that's hot right now, you're going to look at the top where it's green. So it's not losing. But again, top gainers, you have that link. It's in the chat room. I think they used to do, I'm going to do another one, FinViz. So if you go to FinViz, that's another way to find screeners. So right here, these are delayed by 15 minutes. And you can come over here and just say, I want certain criteria. I want something that is up for the day. So if I like, industry, if I think that Impox, so those pharmaceuticals were up that day. Relative volume, anything over 3. Let's just click that. And this is a lot of stocks to weed through right here. So relative volume means basically this already today, these stocks have tripled their normal volume. So that's a way of looking at it as well. I personally just use Webull gainers. I don't want to be my mind spread about 100 things trying to find a stock. Average volume, you basically want over 200K. So let's see what that produces. So there's Agra. Now we have a lot shorter list. That was yesterday, a couple days ago, Agra. And it says it's still 14% change. Here's the other one right here, BOF, Branch Out Foods, Consumer, 11 million cap. And that did this, but the volume of it was crazy compared to some very large ones. So that was a big runner and still a big runner. And then you'll probably start seeing Teslas and all the larger stocks here. So if you want to find FinBiz and you just say, I want small caps, the ones that we usually do. And now you got it down to a manageable list, 12. And then let's go through the list. So right here, if I went through this list real quick, BOF must be running because it was at 218 a bit ago. We're going to go click on it, and it's regaining right now. So right here would have been your fibs. I'll draw them during this drill right here. And it just hit target 1. Right here, if you're aggressive, you're going to get in right here, right now, and take that trade again. And basically, it's hitting a plateau right here. But that was clearly the breakout, just like we tried on BCDA, and it broke down. Nothing wrong with that. It didn't prove itself, so we're not in the stock. But here's BOF. Just told you to get in. And then also, this was the way you should watch it. Buyers, sellers, and eventually they disagree, and it has to go up because you have to pay more. Because why pay more when you don't have to? Very good, Tim. Smoke that one. I know that's a good one. Yeah, that 566, I got in on screen, and I just took a penny loss to get it over with because it's not rebreaking. But that 566 level right here, that's the level it's going to have to break. But going back to the gainers list, then right here, if you have access to other people's lists, here is Tim Bowen's list. Now, if you subscribe to him and give him money, I would use this. If you pay anybody else for a watch list and you don't get it, well, I would talk to them. Personally, this chat room, if you want to know the best watch list, and the reason I'm in a main chat room is because we actually have a gainers list here. We have all people in this room telling you where to take a trade all the time. So right here, that's the same breakout area. So I'm just going to take a funny little trade, and I'm going to walk off. So if it goes down, it goes down. And I'm just taking a small trade to say, look, if you're going to take it, those are starter trades. We will see. So now I'm going to go back to the gainers list. So we did FinBiz. If it goes down, no big deal. FinBiz, that's how you got the gainers list. Now the next one, it would say, where's my second set of lists? Well, the next one is yesterday's gainers. So how do you find yesterday's gainers? Right here, I can go to pre-market and go to 1 day. And now I have yesterday's gainers. And I can go through these and say, well, look, BOF was at 165 and bam, it broke and it's now at 228. So I can come back over here and go, well, that would have been a good trade because I got in at I got in at the 165. It ran up. Here's your double top in the afternoon yesterday. And then it started retrending up here. Same place. It retrended here. I'm going to show you that red line in a second. And now it's trying again at this top. So what I would normally do is here's that gain list right here. I would put it here because it would have to break this temporarily to go. And then you'll see this red line right here in the after hours that it did this and it came back and restabilized at that resistance here and then support over here. So currently it would have to break the top of this to show you that it's actually going up. Otherwise, you could put maybe an order at 218. So that's two ways to look at a watch list. Yesterday's gainers, but usually if there really are the gainers, they will be back on this list real quick, okay? They will be back on this list. All right, so now we're going to go back over here. And now the next one. So news. So there's always Yahoo News or any place that you know has news on stocks. Now, me, Webull Gainer already has it. So let me tell you why I like Webull Gainers. It's right here. I just click on news, and there's the news of that stock right then and there. And it's a good informative thing for me. So that's what I would be doing, is just taking the news from the stock right there and just taking the news right there and moving on with your day. So that is the trick. Ooh, I made a whole penny. All right, so right here, You can use news. You can use Webull Gainers. You can use FinViz. You can use Tim Bowen's picks if you do subscribe to him. Webull Gainers is where I look at it. Or maybe your platform has the same exact thing. Lucy's still fighting at that 566 level. So I just took a penny just to get it out. All right. So right here, the next one is alerts. So there's Tim Bowen, there's Matt Monaco. So if you subscribe to them, please watch them at night. They will show you the techniques. If you have Oracle, that's a great watch list. Oracle is going to populate what I think Webull really does for you. It already populates the winner. And then, but the beautiful part of that, it shows you support and resistance. So maybe it'll show you this is support, or it'll show you this is resistance. So we're going to go check that out live. So if you do have it, I'm going to go just click on it and show you how I process it for you. And I'm going to log in. If you have any friends that need some videos, here it is. So I'm going to go check out and just do one chart for you. And I'm going to go ahead and check Lucy. Lucy's right here. I'm going to click on it. Now you start seeing these things at the bottom. So we're going to go through the bottom right here. I'm going to put it back on the screen. It's going to be 525, 638. So right here, now it's deciding to push through that level. We're going to see 525. So I'm going to go ahead and put that line right here. And then I'm going to make it large and blue. So it did finally break that 566 level right there. And now the next one is 638. So we're going to come up here and make this line. And we're going to make it large and blue. People are deciding if they want to pay more. So here's that resistance and then support. And now we're in this channel. So that's where the next level was drawn. Right here, I drew this set of fibs for that move. Because eventually, look, you'll see the buyers finally trying to do it. And that's just somebody has a very big order there if it's not really going up. So 638. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a crazy one. 820 right up here. All right. So right here, I'm going to draw the next horizontal line right here. They did break the 566 level that I called out in the chat room. So please use people for what we are. We're just gainers. So these are all the support and resistance lines from this. Now let's just say this broke through this level. I'm going to go ahead and draw a lower one, 455 right here. So now you have 4 lines. So there's that breakout at the 566 that I told you. I should have held in that trade, but I'm good. All right, so right here, now you got 4 levels. So look, up, bounced on support, up, bounce, found support, up, still holding middle of the channel, and then this was the level it had to break, and there it's going right in front of you. There's the 25-cent trade right there as we're talking, and now here's the next resistance, 638, and then I'm prepared just in case it goes ballistic because it is a micro float. So right there, these are all the support and resistances. Now, Matt Monaco, he does a watch list at night. So there's no way Matt Monaco could have had Lucy. So really the only way you could have got Lucy is this gainers list right here and or another one right here. Yes, Scott Jackson, it is Lucy. I think I've said Lucy 4 times. So turn up your AirPods or whatever it may be. I just want to help you. There's the fibs I drew at this time at maybe about 20 minutes ago. All right, so Lucy right here, and this is the gainers list. Now, what I do with the gainers list, I go through. Okay, see, this is still where it's going to have to bust. So you still have to look through your gainers list and see where that level is. Right here, here was the set of fibs for BOF. It went to target 1 and failed. Nothing wrong with target 1 because I take profit at target 1. If it fails and it goes back to here and you hold and it comes $25 more today, I'm happy for you. To me, I've already have this in my pocket. To me, if it re-breaks here, I'm going to take it. Here's Sing. This was that trade, same exact shape. Right here. That's the trade I took to here, target 2, and I moved on. It went a little bit more, whoop-de-doo. Went a little bit more, whoop-de-doo. And now it's breaking down, and I got the trade from here to here, and I don't care about that. So, again, last week's runners or watch list today because it'll spark up somebody buying in position to rerun it. Yesterday's runners, just like BOF, it was at $1.65 when it closed yesterday. We have news right here. News, if you have Yahoo News, Webull, I use personally Webull platform to find my watch list. FinViz, if you want to look the same thing. If you have stocks to trade, you can use Oracle to find your watch list. And then but you still want to go through the watch list. Look, Sing, earlier today, I wouldn't have looked at it. And then eventually volume picks up. And you just look. Volume's not picking up too much here, but here it did. So even though it looks all specky, eventually it will pick up. And all you want to do is get the momentum right. And then Tim Bowen, if you have pre-market prep, that's a great place to find a watch list. And then Matt Monaco. And then we have another one. I'm going to just show it to you real quick. Let me pull it out in a new window. And I know y'all are probably sick of this. If you want to find a gainer that's been up 30%. So I'm going to go ahead and click on just today and see how that would have helped you make money. So I'm going to go to August 29th, which is here. So we have BCDA shows you 100% from the previous day. BOF, 30% gain below VWAP. Now here's ASI, 30% gain. Pulls back, and then boom, it blows up $1. 70% gain, 100% gain, and you would have known at 30%. So if you're really not watching your list active, you definitely want to be going over here. And then right back down here, you have GRI should be popping later today. And these are just a good way to watch the stock for you. And here's Lucy, 30% gain right here at 447, and then a 70% gain. And then it'll tell you if it has a max red volume. So that's another way of alert system that you can use as your watch list. But people keep asking for a watch list. So that's why I went ahead and shooting this video right now. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this video. So again, one more time, last week's gainers, yesterday's runners, any hot news or earnings, Webull platform, that's the easy way. They're going to publish anything 10 and up percentage-wise. FinViz, you have to do a little screening. Tim Bowen's picks if you do pay for it. Matt Monaco picks the night before if you pick. And then the alerts, and one of the best is just, this is my favorite watch list chooser right here. Let me open this. Right here is our own group. So right here, people were complaining about watch list earlier this morning. I will tell you, because that's why I got up and shot this video. Right here, I don't see the watch list. I need help. Look, there's me choosing these two stocks early on right here. And then I went back to bed. John tells you a couple of good ones. Donna helped you right there. So look, this is why you have a chat room. We're not all going to be on every day the whole time. That's why I wanted to show you this. This is how you can do it all by yourself. So sometimes maybe you have low connection. There's Kit making money on Lucy. So if somebody's making money on Lucy, at least go look. I mean, they stopped trading at 486 and it just did that target 2 run right to the T on those set of fibs from 566 to 614. So now your next major level would be here, the 606, because it is a micro float. And that's how I draw my fibs. So, hey, y'all have a good one. Just wanted to shoot that so we can also have that recorded